And what is going on, everybody? So, welcome to another Phillies live play-by-play. So, the Phillies are in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, for a two-game series between the Toronto against the Toronto Blue Jays on their home soil. So, before we get into that, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you smash that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you guys are new, and definitely share out the content a little bit. Everything will help out grow the channel to grow. But yeah, so the Toronto Blue Jays since the month of April, 14-8. May we won 14-12, June 15-13, and the month of July, just very been struggling. I think they lost. I think they did lose to Seattle, and I think Seattle's already won 8 straight. Rob Thompson also of Canada, making history there as well to manage a major league game in Toronto. But that's really cool to see. But so let me just pull up the actual scoreboard so we can actually get this stuff underway. For the start lineups for the Phillies, who are the away team. So they got Schwarber leading off. Oh, you did? I thought, let's be real, Game 2 of that series between the Blue Jays and Seattle Mariners, actually, I thought that was a really good game. I thought that was a really well pitched, in my honest opinion. But that's just, I did call that game. And that was pretty fun. That was pretty fun just to call that. So the starting lineup, Barrios has not been the best. Yeah, the month of July, man, this month has been very brutal. So obviously we got Bilotti on the mound making his first career start, a 1-3 record, 3.14 ERA, 12 walks to 41 strikeouts. What's good, Liam? And you got Barrios making his 18th start. Has not really been the best. Let's put it that way. But for the starting lineups for the Phillies, you got Schwarber leading off, also a lone representative for the Phillies in the home run derby during the All-Star festivities. Rhys Hoskins batting second, Nick Castellanos batting third, Derek Cole batting fourth, the designated hitter. Didi Gregorius batting fifth, Bryson Stott sixth, Matt Fielding seventh, Odubel Herrera batting eighth, and then Garrett Stubbs hit ninth. And then for the Toronto Blue Jays, they got George Springer leading off. They got Bo Bichette batting second, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. batting third, playing first. Then you got the designated hitter, Alejandro Kirk, very underrated player for the Blue Jays, might I add. And also congrats to him being an all-star for the Blue Jays at the same time. Batting cleanup, then you got Teoscar Hernandez batting fifth, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. batting sixth, Matt Chapman batting seventh, Santiago Espinal batting eighth, and then you got Danny Jansen, the catcher, batting ninth. Now, I will say, though, like Game 2, for those who have not seen my coverage on the Blue Jays and the Seattle Mariners, Game 2, Matt Chapman just did not look like he was not having a great day at the office. Let's just put it that way. In my honest opinion. But yeah, so obviously, like I said, it's a big series for especially for my Phillies, anyways. And we'll see how this goes. Captain Kurt. Oh, I like that. Not a huge Star Trek guy. Which is the crazy part. Never been a huge. Yeah, never been a big Star Trek, but I do like that nick though. But so gonna be very interesting because right now in Toronto, obviously we don't have 4 players because of the Canada's vaccine policy, and I did talk about that earlier, about JT's comments and all that shit. I mean, and obviously, what's good, Adrian? What is good? And for those who are asking why, huge shout out to the 4 though, greatly appreciate it. And for those who are wondering why do I have like the chat bar on the side, I am on Restream, another good alternative. If SCL streamer's good, pretty good too. Hey, cheers, Steve. Long time no see. So, oh really? That's interesting. That's crazy. But yeah, Steve. Tomorrow will be the Padres and the Rockies, 8:40 Eastern time for the first pitch, and yours truly will be on the call for that. So you guys do not want to miss that out as well, because I've been doing a lot of some non-Philly sports streams as well when it comes to baseball. Because I've been doing. Let's be real, I've been blowing a lot better numbers than what my Phillies streams have been doing. Obviously, I thought the Blue Jays game, man, the Blue Jays fan, I don't know, because I got like that Blue Jays and Mariners game 2, that I did on what day was that? I have no idea, but that got me 1K views. But man, I got a lot of people watching. Damn, that's crazy. Each out of the 5 though. All right, so looks like we're getting ready for the first pitch very soon, and it's 7:06 Eastern Standard Time. Are you a Phillies fan watching on the West? It is 4:05 Eastern. So it's a sunny 76 in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. With the winds, no gives a fuck about that. But he shot of the 4 people still sticking with me though. I greatly appreciate that. So we're getting ready to start the first pitch here. Or I will say though, man, Toronto had some really. Let's be real, it had some very underappreciated. And yeah, not a problem, man. Because let's be real, that's my at least it'll be something different for me to do. Because let's be real, because I kind of do. Yeah, which is really crazy because you would think of Canada, you think of like snowy and all this shit. No, it's a beautiful Sunday evening, or Tuesday, I should say, Sunday evening in Toronto. Let's be real. I don't know, like they have some very underappreciated players over the years. God rest in peace, Roy Halladay. Oh, not really. That's interesting. Wait a minute. Wait. Yeah, wait a minute. You have right. That's right. You got the Toronto Raptors and they got the Toronto Blue Jays. Really? Damn. So that's interesting. So they actually, Matt McCarthy basically said, Thompson grew up an hour and a half away from Toronto. Now, Randall, what's an hour and a half away from Toronto? Because I know Canada's a big goddamn place in North America. I know that for sure. So last 4 games for Hoskins, 310 average with 5 homers. We got Barrios. The good old Montreal Expos, the one team you had. Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah, I forgot about the Toronto Maple Leafs. God damn. So we got Barrios on the mound, a 6-4 record, and his 18 start, a 5.44 ERA, 89 in the third innings pitched, 23 walks to 73 strikeouts so far in the 2022 campaign for Jose Barrios. That's absolutely crazy. But huge shout out to the 7 total people that's coming in. Of course, okay. Damn, that's crazy. And the first pitch, that misses outstairs at 95 for ball 1 from me. And we're underway here in Toronto. Well, for me in South Jersey, but calling in the game that's in Toronto. So 1 ball, no strikes to Kyle Schwarber. And I will say, the fact that, let's be real, the fact that we gave up Travis d'Arnaud, God rest Roy Halladay. I thought that was one of the biggest trades that my Phillies could have actually made back then. Looking back at it now. And that pitch fouls back to strike. So 1 ball, 2 strikes apparently is the count on Schwarber. So the 4th season as the manager, just a sub 500, a 235 and 236 record as their manager. And the 1-2 pitch. And that's fly to left. And Gurriel takes a few steps back, makes the catch for out number 1. At that point, and for sure, and that's, I think overall, the previous look on the field for the Rogers Center, the CFL is not my kind of thing. I thought the USFL actually was done pretty well. Yeah, the West Coast is nothing but desert. Well, unless you're living in Las Vegas. So you're not alone there, Adrian. My buddy Jake the Snake Silva lives out in Las Vegas, so he knows what's like living in the desert. And that's in there for the call strike 1-2. Rhys Hoskins. Just asked Jeremy Rioch if that was close to a strike or ball. That's true. That's in there for the cold strike 2 at the knees. I don't know what Hoskins is looking for here. And the 0-2 pitch misses way outside for ball one in the other batter's box. But he shouted the 6 total people that's coming in, though. Greatly appreciate that. What's good, Key? What is good? What is good?
It's all about balance for him. When he's landing on that landing foot and not going off to the first base side, he's a lot better.
And the 1-2 pitch. And Hoskins hits it to the left. Looks like Gurriel makes the catch out number 2. So that's 8 total pitches in total for Barrios. I thought that was an interesting move that the Blue Jays actually made a move for Barrios. Not going to lie, though. So now we got a number 3 hitter, the most inconsistent player on this team. That's Nick Castellanos.
Castellanos has excellent numbers against Barrios. 6 for 16 with 5 runs batted in, overall hitting 251.
So 251, 8 homers, 45 RBIs for Nick Castellanos, but has good numbers against Barrios. So this is going to be very interesting. Unfortunately, we have Bilotti starting on the mound, and I'm not feeling too good about this. So either way. And the first pitch to Castellanos, and apparently misses a curve. Misses a curveball way outside the zone for strike 1, apparently. Appreciate everybody tuning in, though. Yeah, unfortunately. And chops it foul. So 10 of 11 games he's actually hit safely. That's surprising. So 9 homers and 24 RBIs against the Blue Jays in his career for Castellanos. 6 for 16. Jesus Christ. 375 average to go, which is that. That's crazy. And again, I would not be surprised if Barrios threw a curveball to Castellanos to make him swing at it. We'll see. Yep, called it. That's a strikeout. So 1, 2, 3 go to the Phils. Yeah, Schwarber is in the Derby, Key. Schwarber is indeed in the home run derby, which I did kind of talk about. I didn't even talk about this too. Like if JT is not the guy for us, hell, I say move him at the trade deadline, and would see, make a move for Wilson Contreras. Plain and goddamn simple, ain't it? Because at least you get somebody that's younger, much more better, a much better defender than JT, and a better offensive player. The thing is, Adrian, he dislocated his finger during the last game of the Cardinal series, slide into second base. Yeah, unfortunately. See, I can't do the metric system. Can't do the metric system shit. Yeah. Then if anybody's not paying attention to JT's comments, man, Hunter Broads went off on him. He did not like how basing I don't think it's going to be I think he's going to be back very soon. I don't think he's going to miss a lot of time with that. Based on the fact it's not like what Gene Segura had to put on the 60-day IL. So that's a positive for us, but shit. Yeah, Brody, for those who don't know, is another biggest Philly sports guy, or if you want listen to the radio or something like that, because he's another Philly sports personality here on YouTube. He just basically called out JT for being smug on his comments after their loss against St. Louis. So now we get ready to start the
Thompson's teammates from the 1984 Canadian team that went to the Olympics.
Wow, they actually had the 1984 Canadian Olympic team watching there for
celebrated there and then went on to
it was absolutely. That's what I'm saying. It's like really could have said that as better as they possibly could, because man, a lot of people took that out of context. Yeah, absolutely. It is a choice. But then again, it can't be worse than fucking what Kyrie has to do with that shit. So, I mean, we got Andrew Bilotti making his first career start. 1-3 record, a 3.14 ERA, 12 walks to 41 strikeouts. And the first pitch misses a bit outside for ball 1 at 96 to George Springer.
because despite not remembering catching the pop-up, he batted cleanup. I said, what do you still have left? He said, well, I have the Canadian National Baseball jacket and a bunch of other items.
Oh, yeah.
But it was nice watching
And the
him catch
1-0
up
pitch,
to
that's in there at
those guys.
96
Pretty cool.
for strike one at the knees. So it counts as even a ball in the strike to George Springer. Yeah, that's true, Key. That's absolutely true. George Springer hit 250 with 17 homers, 40 RBIs. And the 1-1 pitch. And that's to left. And Schwarber's going to let it play on the bounce, so that's going to be a base hit for George Springer. So now we got Bichette now coming up. God, now it's telling you if feel old, like, you know, a lot of people don't remember Dante Bichette. I remember Vlad Guerrero Sr. that was in the league. That should tell you how old most of us are. How old most of us are to remember those days. And then just got Jansen off the injury list. Okay, that's... I didn't even realize he was even hurt. So huge shout out to 5, though. He coming out. Watch my Phillies live play. Like I said, I got a lot more stuff. Oh, Bichette. I remember how good Dante Bichette was. Hell, even Kevin Biggio was a pain in the fucking ass as an Astro. That pitch misses outside for ball 1. Yeah, I remember. Kevin Biggio was a complete thorn in the Phillies side back in the day. God damn. Appreciate everybody that's been tuning in. Here comes a 1-0 pitch from Bellotti that skips in the dirt once again for ball 2. Like it. We got Garrett Stubbs behind the plate. Another guy that's been, let's be real, much better player than JT at this point. And right. And not in time, so yeah, tell me about an innings, but hey, I got to get content one way or the other. So 3-0 on Bo Bichette here. Let's be real, these bullpen games do not do us any justice. Man, Springer took a huge jump. So we got 3-0 on Bichette here in the bottom of the first. So that's a nice stolen base for George Springer. 9. That's in there for ball 4. Man, that's some tough. So I got runners for first and second with nobody out here. And then you got Vlad Guerrero Jr. up, coming up to the plate for the Toronto Blue Jays. Honestly, his dad, if you ever really talk about unorthodox that his dad was, if you have not lived through it, like even talk about, you thought Trent was unorthodox, man. This dude takes it one step further. He drop kicks a baseball that's in the dirt and hits it for a base hit, or like hits a ball that's on top of his head. So 266 average, 19 homers, 54 RBIs, with a 346 on base. Honestly, I would expect to see him better numbers this year out of Vlad. And the first pitch to Vlad Guerrero misses outside at 96 for ball 1. Huge shout out to the 9 people that's coming in, though. Really appreciate it. So 1 ball, no strikes to Vlad Guerrero Jr. Let's be real. I thought his dad was pretty fun to watch, despite how unorthodox his dad was truly back in the day. Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's how you're talking about orthodox. Swinging and miss, strike 1 on the changeup. Interesting call. Absolutely. Like, I remember against Baltimore, it was with the Angels. Takes a pitch that was drop kicked in the dirt and hits that for a base hit. It's like, is that even like? Can that even be real? That's what I'm saying. That's why Vlad was really fun to watch back in the day. Dante Bichette, I know I called him on his latter half of his career. And he 1-1 pitch, and that's spun out foul. I don't know, man. He shot the total 9 people that's in here, though. Great, appreciate that. Oh, jeez. Oh, yeah, yeah, that's absolutely true, Randall. That's the best. That's the best part of it because he's so long and lanky. And I put swing and a miss, strike 3. You know what? I'll give a lot of props to the challenge with the fastball at the knees. Hey, like I said, keep the ball down to the zone. Should be that you should be fine. So that's one out here. Challenge with the first fastball. Just man, Black Girl Jr. was late. Like that ball's already in the catcher's mitt by the time his bat already came around the zone. Yeah, that should tell you. Yeah, and then we got the cleanup hitter, the designated hitter. The first was Alejandro Kirk, and the first pitch to Kirk. That's in there at 96. I'll still be here. I'll still be here for the entire duration of the game. So a 309 average, 395 on base, slightly 481 with 10 homers and 33 RBIs for Alejandro Kirk here in the bottom of the first. And the 0-1 pitch, swung and a miss, strike 2 on a good 87-mile-an-hour slider from Andrew Bellotti. But he's still a huge shout out to the 9 people that's here, though. Greatly appreciate it for those who are tuning in. So it's good season with the runners score station 302 average for that's crazy. And the 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts goes for Bellotti. He shot at the 9, though. He shot at the 8 people that's here, though. Greatly appreciate that. Nope. Just like good afternoon, good evening, good night. Now we got the number 5 here, Teoscar Hernandez coming up for the Toronto Blue Jays. And then we got Bichette on first, and then you have Springer on second. And the first pitch to Hernandez that misses a bit outside for ball 1. So 2-14 with a 2 outs and runners to score position for Teoscar Hernandez. And that misses outside ball 2. 2-0 to Teoscar Hernandez. 2-0 is the on the number 5 hitter. Yeah, he was. I could bet he actually won the Silver Slugger twice. I forgot about that. And the 2-0 pitch, swing and miss, strike 1 on a good slider at 86 miles an hour. You shout out the 7 people watching the stream right now. Greatly appreciate it for those who are just tuning in. Right now, for those who are just tuning in late, so Bellotti has back to 2 strikeouts, 1 on Vlad Guerrero Jr. and 1 on Alejandro Kirk, and obviously he gave up a walk to Bichette and a single to Springer. And the 2-1 pitch, and that's popped out of play to even the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Teoscar Hernandez. Appreciate everybody that's tuning in, though. So 2 balls and 2 strikes is the count on Teoscar Hernandez here in the ball game. And that's going to be a drop down for a base hit. It's going to be extra bases. So 2 runs we're going to score on that. Oh, you got him. Okay. All right, so let's get some of the Blue Jays in that part of the inning. So on top of the second, we go with the Phillies down 2 to Toronto. Huge shout out to everybody that's tuning in, though. Greatly appreciate that. 4 from YouTube, 2 from my YouTube page or Facebook YouTube page. Greatly appreciate that as well. So 2 runs on 2 hits. The Blue Jays in that half of the first. Honestly, man, I really hate having to do. Then again, because obviously having something like what do you call it? Not having Eflin that can't stay healthy to save his life, and then obviously also not having also hurts as well when it comes to starting rotation. And that's why I even that's why I talked about in my show earlier about some of the guys that I think we can start making a move on. Like Frank, I think Montas that can slide into the third spot in the rotation. Try to move on from Knable and Familia, and definitely try to move on from Gibson if possible. Try to get some different stars and relieve guys in return. Well, maybe that's just me. All right. You shout out the 8 total. Greatly appreciate that. Now we're going to the bottom of the second. So you got Derek leading. So the schedule here goes as follows: Derek Hall, Didi Gregorius, and Bryson Stott here in the ball game. But I appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. Sure, Padres or Rockies fan. Tomorrow, 8:40 pitch. I got you guys covered. You know how it is. Tomorrow morning, an annual morning show as it is, because you don't want to miss that as well. All right. Huge shout out to everybody. All right. So the top of the second, we go here in the ball game.
Watch this, Ben. The ball just dies on the scoreboard. He makes a good throw to Stott on one hop. How many times have I brought up Bryson Stott's arm?
I mean, Stott has a good arm, and that first pitch is in there at 96 for strike 1 to rookie Derek Hall. So 283 average, 4 homers, 7 RBIs, and that's fouled off down the count. No balls and 2 strikes. And the 0-2 pitch. That's fouled off to keep the count still. No balls, 2 strikes. To Derek Hall, the left-hand hitting designated hitter, who I could probably think could be if we do say move on from Hoskins, could be his replacement. Well, we'll see how they. And the 0-2 pitch. That's in there for a call, strike 3. That's the second striker for Barrios. 1 away here in the top of the second. Now we got Didi, the most below average shortstop in the history of the major leagues. And the first pitch to Didi misses on the outside corner for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to Didi. And Mark Capel. Oh, geez. Okay, so we got Mark Capel going to make his first appearance in Toronto. So that's going to be very somewhat interesting, but that misses upstairs. 2-0 to Didi Gregorius here in the top of the second with 1 away here. Shout out to the 9 people that stream. Greatly appreciate everybody that's tuning in. Blue Jays in general. And the 2-0 pitch from Barrios that misses out to ball 3. So 3-0 to Didi Gregorius. TD is 3 for 6 against Jose Barrios with a double homer, 3 RBIs and 2 doubles. Nice. Hey, that's some good numbers. And TD takes all the way for strike 1.
Rios in intermediate games, even in Saturday, are a 3.90. He has to face the Phillies for the time. That was in 2019.
And the 3-1 pitch, that's foul.
That's foul.
All right. What's good? What's good, BLSG? Huge shout out to everybody, though. And the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three. Down goes Didi. That's 2 outs here in the top of the second. All right. You shout out to Ayrton, though.
Phillies won that last matchup 2-1.
All right, so now we got
Reese Hoskins hit a 2-run home run.
and the first pitch you start. That's lined into right for a base hit. So that's the first hit for the Phils. And just gotta do it, John. Don't have to do too much. That's what I would. That's always.
Love this aggressiveness here by Stott.
Yeah, it just takes a first pitch fastball right down the middle and lands it to right for a base hit. Now we got Matt Vierling, the number 7 hitter, now coming up. Right now the current third baseman for the Phils, hitting 241 with 3 homers, 12 RBIs, 321 on base. And the first pitch to Vierling, that's in there for a called strike 1. And on a sinker at 93 miles an hour.
Against the Phillies back in 19, Zach Eflin pitched 7 innings, struck out 5, left 1 run. Was followed by David Robertson for 2/3.
Jeez, I forgot about David Robertson. And the 0-1 pitch. That's in the dirt for ball 1. So it counts even a ball and a strike. To Matt Vierling, who has been and a ball and a strike. Matt Vierling. And that misses inside for ball 2. So 2-0. Or so I'm sorry, 2-1 on Matt Vierling. Here in the top of the second with runner on first being Bryson Stott with the 2-out single. He shot the 11 though. And so Solid kind of draws a throw, but gets him back in there with no problems. Like I said, I mean, 2 outs, just focus on like that should be like the hitter's priority. So road games for Matt Vierling, 284 average with 3 homers and 6 RBIs on the road. Then there for strike 2. Now that's that's the problem that I have with sometimes. It's like I be aggressive with your start being aggressive early because you cannot be falling behind. Especially against a team that's been struggling like the Toronto Blue Jays. And the 2-2 pitch. That's going to be a base hit. So it's hold up to third. So that's an easy poke for Matt Vierling. So runners on first and third for the Phils. And just simple to the point. Drive the other way. I just poked it right into right field. Kind of like a hit and run with the way how that turned out. Which now you don't see that. It's run now executed nowadays. And yes, it did. It just poked it. Absolutely. But here's out of the total people that's here in the stream. And that's in there for the call strike 1 on the backdoor breaking ball to Odubel Herrera.
I just think you would make the strengths work. But I apparently had a problem again.
All right.
But it was constant. The ball's 1 strike to Herrera.
And the 0-1 pitch. That's in there for the call strike 2. So that's two back-to-back backdoor breaking balls that apparently Odubel cannot take the other way, apparently. So, numbers with Herrera, which not surprised, 2 for 20, 2 doubles, 3 RBIs, 2 walks, and 7 strikeouts. Not surprised. So we got the time on first. And here comes the 2-0 pitch. And that's going to be a fair ball. So Chapman just holds it, puts it in his back pocket. So a run does come in to score. Very surprised that Odubel. So that's the 19th for the year. So the Phillies are now down 1 here at the top of the second. Okay. Yeah, just take it because they're shipped into the pool. So Stott comes home to score on the RBI single by Odubel Herrera, likely of all people to do it. So now we got Garrett Stott, number 9 hitter, coming up for the Phils.
300 though in his starts this year.
And the first pitch to Stubbs is in there at the belt for strike 1. So no balls and a strike to Garrett Stubbs. So 6 for the double, 2 homers, RBIs, and 2 strikeouts. Garrett Stubbs. And the misses inside for ball 1. So a ball in the strike. Has good numbers in this situations. So that's it. So it's going to be very fun or interesting to see what Stubbs is going to do. Now with the count even, a ball in the strike here. And the pitch. Swings and misses on a good changeup at 85 from Barrios for strike 2. So now, 1 ball to strike. Still go and head is Barrios on Stubbs. Now, Barrios was known to have a good changeup. So he's got to as well. But huge shout out to everybody that's been tuning in. And the 1-2. And that's going to fly to left center. So Gurriel makes the catch for out number 3. But the Phillies did do some damage with 2 outs in that inning. With 3 hits, and obviously got those runs back. So to the top or the bottom second we go with Phillies down 1. So bottom second we go, but appreciate everybody that's tuning in. For those who are just tuning in right now, the Phillies do get a run on a weird, obviously on the RBI single off the bat from Odubel. Very unlikely to be able to do it, but surprisingly, he took 2 backdoor breaking balls and apparently gets a sinker that kind of backed up a little bit. Takes it the other way while Chapman was playing over towards the hole where the shortstop should be. And then Stott comes home to score. And that's where we're at score-wise. We're down. Phillies down 1 to the Blue Jays. All right. Shout out to 7 people that's in the stream right now. Appreciate everybody. So now we're going to the segment. So far, some good at bats got up towards the lower half of the lineup. And that's especially that half inning. Just because obviously with 2 outs, something that the Phillies have.
All right, Seattle's most recent trip for the Blue Jays.
Oh, there's a highlight. Like the ball went out. That's tough. Now we got Gurriel Jr. leading off, then you got Chapman and then Espinal, the scheduled hitters for the Toronto Blue Jays. And then Marco Polo comes on, so now I got the goddamn score. All right.
Market is 4th gator in the big leagues. Early on this year with Lehigh Valley, he was doing this where he was coming in and pitching 2 or 3 innings at a time. And I think they're hoping for at least 2, if not
Yeah, right. And the first pitch to Gurriel Jr. That's in there for the called strike one. I saw that, Liam. I did see that. Like that's going to be a joke. Yeah, I saw that because him and I forgot somebody else tried to go at it, and that's chopped on the ground to short. Didi and that's just a smart play by Didi just to hang on to it. That's the third hit for the Toronto Blue Jays in the ball game. Gurriel Jr. reaches on second, and then you got the number 7 hitter, former Oakland Athletic, Matt Chapman, coming up.
He is there because Mark Linsinski, the normal first base coach, is back home with his family. His eldest daughter, Julia, died in a tubing accident at the beginning of July. And I know all around baseball, everybody feels this way. Our thoughts and prayers continue.
Adrian Pearson, I thought so. Yeah, that's going to be a joke. And the first pitch misses. It's a bit low for ball 1 to Matt Chapman here. So Matt Chapman so far this year hitting .219 with 13 homers, 40 RBIs with the .293 on base, slugging .406. So he can still get up there with a slugging percentage. Just hasn't really. That misses up a bit upstairs for ball 2. So 2-0.
Blue Jays were playing the Tampa Bay Rays at the time, and in a stirring moment before the ball game in honor of Julia and the Linsinski family.
We got Gurriel on first. And the 2-0 pitch. So Stott takes it for a 4-3 double play. So that's easy 2 outs right there. So 2 outs here on the top bottom of the second. I mean, that's what you like to see. I mean, just keep the ball down the zone. You make a good play on it, like that, for example, and you get double play out of it, you should be fine. You should have the 6 total people, though, watching the stream right now. Greatly appreciate that. Really appreciate everybody that's been tuning in as a recent. So Santiago Espinal, who another person that I think that's very underrated for the Blue Jays. Actually, I thought he was actually having a pretty good year with them. And that's just for ball 1. No strikes to Espinal. All right. And Appel, he kicks and deals the 1-0 pitch to Espinal. That misses outside once again for ball 2. That sinker's not coming right back across, which hurts a little bit. Because if you're throwing a sinker, you let that come right across. And the 2, that's in there, 96. Now, this is the funny part, because I didn't really get it up there when it comes to velocity, because he's like, been out of the game for a while. Like his velocity is between like 90, let's say like 90 and 91. That misses a bit low for ball 3, so 3-1 to Espinal. All right, but huge shot of the 5 total people though, and the 3-1 pitch from Appel. That's chopped on the ground right through past the diving Didi for hit number 4 for the Toronto Blue Jays. That's a 2-out single for Espinal. Huge shot of the 5 coming in, greatly appreciate it. All right. So I wouldn't say anything about that. To everybody though, so we got Danny Jeans coming up here in the ball game for Toronto. And the first pitch, Odubel makes the catch out number 3. So despite the giving up that 2-out single, so Appel comes in. What up, Norm guy? Appreciate you tuning in. So to the bottom, or top third, I should say, we go with the Phillies now down 1 to the Toronto Blue Jays in game 1. Well, appreciate everybody that's been tuning in, though. So All right. Appreciate everybody's been tuning in, though. Huge shout out to 4 people, though. All right. Top of the third we go. So, Bell, so far, first inning out of the bullpen. I saw that A.J. Liddell did tear his ACL or his ACL on his knee. That's good. That's tough. That is tough for the Pelicans, though. Really cannot escape the injury bug. Now, can't they? Can they? I appreciate everybody that's been tuning in. Make sure you smash the like button. And for those who are mods on this channel, make sure you definitely for those who just share out the content. Every little bit helps to help grow this channel. So actually, I'll show breaking down the percentage home runs of the month. April with 21, that's 18.6%. May 30.9% with 35. So 38.1% in the month of June, that's 43 home runs, and 12.4% here in the month of July, which is for 14 home runs. Yeah, because obviously it's going to be less games in July, which kind of makes sense. So now we got the top of the order coming out for the Phillies. So Kyle Schwarber, he's 0 for 1 with a fly down back in the first.
He fly out left his first time up.
Another on the All-Star team, which is great to see. Which another guy, I mean, there's some interesting snubs on the first pitch in there for the call strike 1.
First pitch strikes.
Honestly, I don't know why why some of these hitters are taking the first pitch strikes. Like, if he's there, hit it. It ain't that hard. And that's chopped foul, so now down to the count. No balls and 2 strikes, even more. Goes Kyle Schwarber. Well, good old bat weight problems. That's going to be tough. So now counts no balls and 2 strikes to Kyle Schwarber here. And Brios, he kicks and deals the 0-2 pitch. That is inside at 94 for ball 1. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. The 1 ball, 2 strikes still in favor of Jose Barrios. And Barrios, he kicks and deals the 1-2 pitch. That swung and a miss, strike 3, and that's hung up by Jansen. That's the 4th strikeout. And I'm not surprised that Schwarber strikeout. Dude's a strikeout machine. Well, he's got to learn he's got to learn how to put the ball in play. Like, that's the problem. It's not trying to do too much. Like, if you can get a good mistake pitch to hit, and you can drive it out of the ballpark, good. That's good. And then we got Hoskins now 0 for 1 with the fly out back in the first. Again, how many times do I have to keep saying, stop taking the first pitch? Like, if it's because Barrios is known to throw a lot of strikes in, the fact that you can't even pick up on that, Jesus Christ, it's not that hard. That misses inside for ball 1, so 1 ball upon the strike to Rhys Hoskins.
That was on his social media account.
And the 1-1 pitch that misses inside for ball 2 on a changeup inside, just a bit inside for ball 2. 2 balls on the strike, 2 Hoskins here. They're top of the third with the ship for him to pull and just dump it over and gets a good pitch to hit and fouls that back to even count 2 balls and 2 strikes. Interesting. You can't go wrong with GTA. Really can't go wrong. All right. So Barrios already with the count even 2-2 and the pitch. This is way outside for ball 3. I mean, but huge shout out to the 4 though. Really appreciate it. Like I said, I don't hold many viewers when it comes to Philly streams for that, and that's fouled. Still 3-2. All right. It's a foul off the shin guard. Hey, look, can't go wrong if you, because you cannot. And the 3-2 pitch once more. And that's popped up. And that's going to be out of play. So still a 3-2 count on Rhys Hoskins. Now get a good pitch to hit, or if it's not you can't. It's nowhere near the zone. Leave it be and just draw the walk. An 8 pitch at bat for Rhys Hoskins. Oh, and that's still a 3-2 count. I forgot to actually fix this. The ball doesn't have any strikeouts, so my bad. But I fix it. Yeah, shockingly, since most of the other pieces of that garbage team can't even swing at the first pitch. So I mean, it is what it is. And the 3-2 pitch once more. Swing and miss. That's a good changeup. So that's five strikeouts for Barrios. And we got Nick Castellanos, another guy that I feel like I'm regretting to watch him in the Phillies uniform, in my honest opinions. I like how Bone looked at him after dislocating his finger. That's it. Now that's some good news. That it's not broken. But it was broken, but you gotta say it was dislocated like that. Again, that's a breaking ball, and you can't take that. You take that for a strike. So, Jesus, that I hate when professional hitters apparently cannot see that. And the 0-1 pitch. Again, you're sitting. That's 2 breaking balls, and honestly, at this point, if I'm Bronson, man, just sit his ass, just bench Castillo at this point, because it's not going to produce. Like, I don't think he's a lot of playing time. I don't think. And strike 3. Castellanos, you fucking suck. Damn. So Phillies are down 2-3 to the bottom of the third go. Phillies still down 1. Well, thank God I got the Padres and Rockies tomorrow, because this. I appreciate everyone tuning in, though. All right. So here we go with the Phillies still down 1 to the Blue Jays. At the top of the order for the and the first pitch, that's in there for the call strike 1. A slider on the first pitch. Okay, that's an interesting pitch selection. I'll say that much. And the 0-1 pitch. That's it. Wow. It just. well, one away. That's why, excuse me, check swing turns out to a round out. So
Children's Alphas run the bases. It's 4-2. We invited down the field to run the bases in Philly. Against Wednesday, July 27th, 35. What are your tickets now at Phillies? And now Bo Bichette.
that misses a bit inside for ball one to Bichette. He walked his last plate appearance. So ball no strikes to Bichette, the number 2 hitter.
Bichette walked and scored his first time.
And the 1-0 pitch that misses the pin up. Misses him about.
That could go either way. That's been the most liberal strike zones. Has not, no.
And the 2 that's in there at 95, right down the middle for strike 1. I mean, sometimes the umpire strike zone's kind of been ridiculous. And that's fouled back to even the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Not get cheated as Bo. Pineapple right next to the guy Joe Expo's head. That's an out of Lourdes Gurriel.
And that's right up the middle for a base hit. It's the 5th hit for the base in the ball game. So 1 for 1 goes Bo Bichette.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero. He has struck out tonight. It's powered by points bet.
So we got the number 3 hitter, Vlad Guerrero Jr. He's going with the strikeout and back in the first.
313 with 8 home runs in his last 20 games here at home.
Damn.
So the odds are pretty good.
Yeah, so double play was nice here. In the first pitch, swing and miss for strike 1. And also nothing to that little part, that long bit of.
Let's hope that train is.
All right, the count's still ball and strike on Guerrero. The pitch. Then it slips in the dirt. Nice pick by Stubbs.
Does move around behind that plate. He's quick. He's quick. He's good hands. That's good.
So 1-1 on Vlad Guerrero Jr. here. Appreciate everybody that's tuning in, though. And a throw over just to keep Bichette close to first.
Garrett does have a strong arm. During his career, he's thrown out 5 of the 21 folks who have tried to steal against him. 21st being the one heard today.
All right. So what was it? And the 1-1 pitch. This is a bill for ball 2. And tiresome for both sides, apparently.
Rafael Marchand, as we mentioned, is here for JT. Phillies were able to fill JT's spot on the roster and Alec Bolt's spot on the roster. They could not fill Aaron Nola's spot or Kyle Gibson's spot because both have pitched within the last 4 days.
That's when missed strike 2. It just seems like Guerrero just cannot get, like McCarthy says it best. Like, Guerrero just cannot get his feet set. He's kind of like flying open. His hips are kind of flying open a little bit too soon. It's just not pick, and it's also not picking up the baseball.
Work in progress. Yeah.
And there were 2-2 pitch. This is outside ball 3, so 3-2 to Vlad Guerrero Jr. Oh, boy. We got the All-Star Alejandro Kirk now coming up on deck. He is also 0 for 1 with a strikeout by Andrew Bellotti. 1 of 2 for Bellotti. And here comes the 3-2 pitch from Appel. Hits and deals. Swing and a miss. And they strike him out, throw him out, double play. I did say that we could definitely use a double play. I mean, it was unorthodox, but hell, it was effective. So the top of the 4th we go with the Phillies still down 1-2 to Toronto. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Yeah, so far, top of the 4th, the game's kind of run pretty quickly. Appreciate it tuning in, though. Huge shot of the 7. Yeah, I mean, I thought the Toronto Blue Jays, I mean, another team that's kind of been on the little bit. Now, let's be real. I mean, the strike zone has been very tight on both sides. So I will definitely agree with that. Yeah, I mean, Toronto, I mean, Black Girl's got to figure out to stop moving with his feet first because it's, it's sometimes kind of that's kind of be tough. It's tough to really get your swing on time, on lane. A lot of times, not take it, and I used to do that earlier in my career. So it's something that can't be. It's got to be fixed. And Holt swings, misses, strike 1. So finally, we're going to see some swings on first pitch. All right. The 0-1 pitch. Missed for strike 2.
By the way, we mentioned again, we're waiting to see. He's added tomorrow. 266, 3 home runs, 22 RBIs.
Okay. And the 0-2 pitch. That's swung at it. That's 7 strikeouts for. That's baloney. The fact you can't even catch up. That's tough. Man. Okay. So we got 1 out here. Top of the 4th. That Derek Hall went 0 for 2 with 2 strikes so far. And we got Didi, 1 of the 7 strikeouts by. That's swing and miss for strike 1. I like the aggressive, but man, you got to get your foot down a little bit soon. Let's put it that way. That's in the pattern that misses inside for 1. The inside corner. And the 1-1 pitch. That's swung and a miss. And that's out tipped into and handled up by Jansen for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. And a miss, strike 3. That's 8 plays. That's for Barrios. Are you kidding? unbelievable.
Gas powered by Google Cloud. They seem to think that moving to the third base side of the rubber has kind of helped him a little bit.
Well, also having about a foot extra release point is going to get on the hitter quicker. You're going to be more consistent and down in the zone. See April, July, that release point. A little bit closer to play.
All right.
Just trying to
Stott, that's in there at 79 on the curveball. Of course, that's right down the strike zone. I don't know why are we not seeing at the same goddamn time. The 0-1 pitch. Outside, 1 ball and strike to Bryson Stott.
Last time strikeouts was 15th against Baltimore. 13 is his high. That was against Minnesota, his former team.
And that's fouled back. Now down 1 ball, 2 strikes as Bryson Stott.
That was a good swing by Bryson Stott. Just missed it. Pretty violent swing, but still in control. There's a fine line there.
All right. And he misses inside at 95 for ball 2 to even the count. So 1 ball, or toss and 2 strikes.
Changeup's been good. That's what he got Reese Hoskins with last inning.
And the 2-2 pitch. That's fouled off at 95. So and that's shot foul. So still a 2-2 count on Bryson Stott. Huge shout out to this 8 people. Greatly appreciate you tuning in. Everybody tuning in. Actually, as close as you can get when it comes to this kind of game. And the 2-2 pitch once more. And Stott hits a deep roll. Yeah! Stott of whole goddamn to tie it up here on top of the 4th. So Stott ties it on a solo shot. 403 feet is the total distance on that run shot. And man, easy 2-strike approach. But you love to see it out of Bryson Stott. And again, I might. It's just. And just a good swing by Stott to put it over the fence. Ooh. And the first pitch to Beerling that's in there at 94 for no balls and a strike. Well, that's one way to hit. That's a good point. And that's in there. Okay. Hey, look. That's some good stuff, though. You love to see that out of the bottom of the order. And the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike. So that's strikeout number 9. Oh! So Beerling save. That's crazy.
He said, we're not looking at it. Don't look at it.
Well, John Schneider, Florida, Lawrence, New Jersey, so it's on the board.
So obviously that's 9 strikeouts. So the inning stays alive for the Phillies. Because man, barely can goddamn run. That's crazy.
Not too happy about it at all. They just thought giving up their replay pretty early. And he knows he didn't step on the bag.
And now they're challenging the play.
Bruce goes back to that changeup. Jensen just doesn't catch it.
And he doesn't tag him.
Let's see.
Next, Nestor Sia is the first base umpire.
Interesting.
I don't even know if they would have an angle to show it clear.
You got one right down the line to see if they decided this left foot ag. I don't think they have that angle.
True. Boy. So we're on the replay review. So for those who are just tuning in, the Phillies tied up on the solo shot by Bryson Stott here in the top of the fourth. As well.
The last thing you want to do is run. You would never know. Boogie down the line.
Yeah, so the call stands. So look, they didn't even have enough to, like kind of like look at the for a bit.
He's not happy with his coaching staff. He made a mistake. He didn't get back.
I mean,
he was trying to tell him challenge because
and he did waste it. So the Phillies break, but still, that's still 9 strikeouts for Jose Barrios here in the game. So now we got Garrett Herrera now coming out with the Phillies. God help us. But then again,
he's like, what are you good challenge? Wow, wow, that's awful. I'd take him out of the game. I'd absolutely take him out of the game. Might be a manager that would take him out right now.
ain't that the truth? All right, so you got Odubel Herrera and the first pitch, and that's chopped on the ground right up the middle. All right, so the innings to a close, but the Phillies do wind up getting that run back off the bat of Bryson Stott. So the bottom fourth we go. Game tied at 2. So Bryson Stott made this into an interesting ball game. All right. Now if I can actually fix the damn thing. Boom. There we go. Absolutely. But I appreciate everybody that's been tuning in, though. All right. Do not disturb. All right. Boom, boom. All right. All right. Let's comment here. But huge shout out to everybody that's tuning in today's ball as well. That appreciate that it's tuning in. We got smash that like button, hit when guys new. Yeah, Bryson Stott made the interesting ball game. It's yeah. So we're up tied 2-2. All right. Huge shout out to everybody coming up. Greatly appreciate it. But yeah. Let's see. So now to the fourth we go as it stands. Absolutely. Or top of the fourth, my apologies. So the game tied at 2.
This is supposed to be. In between innings, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. was looking at replay of that particular play, and third base coach Luis Rivera went over to say
the first pitch misses upstairs for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes.
Kind of deduce what he was saying.
It's very dismissive. Yeah, he's probably upset about his 2 strikeouts as well. Maybe that carried over.
And the 1-0 pitch misses way upstairs.
Just can't show up your coaching staff like that when you're on the field. I mean, he was very demonstrative. It was egregious.
So the count's 2 balls and no strikes, too. And the 2-0 pitch. That's in there at strike 1. That's chopped on the ground. Foul. So it counts even 2 balls and 2 strikes to Alejandro Kirk. Appreciate everybody that's been tuning in, though. Greatly appreciate it. Right now, we're at swinging and miss strike 3, but Alejandro Kirk goes down swinging.
Yeah. 2 strikeouts for Bell.
That's the second strikeout for Appel here in the ball game. So now we're up to the number 5 hitter, Teoscar Hernandez.
29 pitches. Way up for that pitch.
So over 2 goes Alejandro Kirk.
Now John Schneider is the bench coach. Is over talking to Vladimir Guerrero. John, former catcher. Mentioned he's
And the first pitch misses upstairs for ball 1 at 94. Up in the zone. So Teoscar Hernandez obviously accounted for the Blue Jays' only 2 runs on the 2 runs first time up. And the 1-0 pitch. And that's up behind to shallow right. So it looks like Stott calls everybody off. Makes the catch for out number 2.
It's been 3 days in the beautiful city of Flemington last week.
just north of Florida, just north of Florida. Yes.
So 2 outs here in the top of the 4th, game tied at 2.
Get there by ticket from 1 to 29.
A huge shout out to the total 4 total people coming in. I greatly appreciate that. But yeah, definitely like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Because you guys are on the upcoming content or notification turn on, so you guys miss out when I go live, put it in a video, all that good stuff. So now we got Lourdes Guerrero Jr. with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th and the pitch. That completely overthrew Garrett Studs for ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes to Teoscar Hernandez. And the 1-0 pitch. That's in there for strike 2. Honestly, looking good so far.
Predominantly fastball in his couple outings that he's had, but like in his breaking ball, it's strong.
Line drive,
Oh, just over the glove of Vierling. So that's going to be another base hit. So that's going to be a 2-out double for Gurriel Jr.
Probably what Matt would like to have back. Well, we can sink it away from him. We'll have some hook on it.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So Gurriel, now we got Matt Chapman now coming up to the plate after Gurriel doubles. But the Phillies can get out of here with no problems. Hey, that's a plus. And 0 for 1. And the first to that on the outside corner for call strike 1 to Matt Chapman here in the ball game. So Matt Chapman 0 for 1, grounded to the double play his first time up, back in the second. Not the same player. He's not the same player as he once was during his time in Oakland. And that yeah, ain't that the truth? Because that's the same exact spot you called a strike on a fastball, but you didn't really call that for a breaking ball. Come on now. And the 1-1 pitch. And that's going to line up to his And Blue Jays retake the lead on the RBI double by on goddamn real. Throw a fastball right down the fucking middle is going to bite you in the ass every time. So an RBI double for Chapman. So the Blue Jays retake the lead. Another guy that the Phillies should have taken an opportunity to get. But unfortunately, that wasn't the case, knowing how the Phillies organization. Hey, what's good, Darren? Appreciate you tuning in. So that's the 15 doubles for Matt Chapman? That's crazy. That pitch misses upstairs from ball one. So what's good? What is good, everybody? Appreciate some new faces coming in. Whether you're coming from, Facebook, like I said, from Facebook, other YouTube, Twitch, wherever you may be coming from, appreciate you tuning in. We got Santiago Espinal single back in the second, his first time up. And the 1-0 pitch. That's on the outside corner for the Colts. Strike one. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Oh, Lord. What the hell? Come on. Why? Okay, hang on. Now I'm having technical difficulties here. Fuck. Why in the absolute flying hell is this shit right now? Of course. Come on now. It's a 1-2 count on Espinal and the pitch. That misses for ball 2. So 2-2 on Espinal. And then we got, of course, we get Familiar up in the bullpen. Are you fucking serious? Said it, kids, just why are you in the first place? God damn. Not the best guy to rely on. Because dude cannot throw strikes to save his goddamn life. And the 2-2 pitch. That misses for ball 3. Oh, boy. And the 3-2 pitch. And that's popped to the foul toe. Hoskins gives it a look and makes the catch for out number 3. So Hoskins makes the play for out number 3. Huge out of the 8 total people here. I greatly appreciate that. Greatly appreciate for those who are just coming in, whether they're coming from Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. Like I said, appreciate some new faces coming in. Appreciate everybody that's coming in, watching my commentary. And, hopefully if my Phillies don't fucking screw it up like they normally would do, knowing how they are. But to the top of the 5th we go. Phillies backed out once again. Appreciate everybody coming in, though. All right. Absolutely. Oh, boy. So, looks like we're going to have Garrett Stubbs lead off and then towards the top of the order because we got something going against this struggling Toronto team. But then again, Barrios has been kind of on the strikeout roll as of recent. So, which is very unfortunate. So, top of the 5th we go. Phillies Of course, my phone decides to want to buffer. Fuck off with that. Okay. So now we got Garrett Stubbs. He is looking 0 for 1 his last time up. And the first pitch, that's in there for a call strike 1. So it looks like Phillies his velocity is kind of going down a little bit since the Phillies are kind of just really put some decent at bats against him. So Stubbs 0 for 1. And the 0-1 pitch. And bunts it. Oh, that's a pretty bunt. Hey, well, I mean, look, take advantage of the shit, though. That's what. Well, if they're pulling you to pull, then that's. So now we got top of the order now coming up for the Phils. Now I got to take advantage. Schwarber, he's 0 for 2 with a flyout and a strikeout. And pops it foul. Should have let that one go. That's ball one right there, right above the zone. All right. So no balls on the strike to Schwarber here. Yeah, at the top of the 5th. The 0-1 pitch. That misses inside for ball 1. So 1 ball on the strike. Just over here with Garrett reaching on a bunt single.
The good thing about Kyle Schwarber takes is never moving forward. Like the leaders. Before also Riley. He's just not moving forward.
And the pitch. And puts it on there, but that's foul. So no, 1 ball strikes to Kyle Schwarber here. The game. Great shout out. They still able still watching the stream. Greatly appreciate that. So it's still a 1 ball, 2 strike count here. And Schwarber hits it to deep center. And Schwarber and that's a nice grab by Springer.
But he had some recovery there and sliding into the field fence. Heck of a play by the Blue Jays center fielder. Ball is scolded. See Schwarber getting on top of that. Watch how he slides into the fence here. There's a long wet ball. He's already at second. He saw how fast he was going. Excellent catch by Carlson.
All right, so nice grab by my Springer though. Now we got Reese coming up over 2. And goes throw.
Big stuff just going here. 991 fielding percentage for Springer.
And then first. And there you go. Yes. Okay. You shout out to total people though in the stream though. Great. Appreciate it. Yeah, that's a good point. If Springer make the catch, Stubbs would have been all the way to at home plate already. And that's in there at 95. Of course, Hoskins, one if Hoskins freaking blows it, because let's be real, we got to start taking taking advantage of these players.
Well, Carl said that last night. Derek Hall and I were talking about that today. That one was like
And the
60%.
0-2 pitch. And that's fouled off for strike for still 0-2. All right. So it's 0-2 count. Hoskins. Gotta get it. And gotta be very smart with this in this at bat. And the 0-2 pitch.
Pitch outside off the glove of Jansen.
And Jansen can make the play, but that's a stolen base for Garrett Stubbs. Let's be a better catch than AT.
They have not been caught yet, though.
Don't jinx it, Dan.
That's how we roll, Tom. That's not a shock to you as a reporter.
And of course, we get Nick Castellanos. He's 0-2 with 2 strikeouts. Of course, another guy that I think that the Thompson's got to realize too, like if he's not producing at the plate, just bench him. Like I'm sorry, I see it. And Stubbs managed to get back in second, almost a throwaway by on the pickoff attempt by Ain't that the truth? And they 1-2 pitch. Swing and miss, strike 3. That is strikeout number 10. You gotta be kidding me, man. Y'all gotta start.
Turns that pitch race way up. That's a heck of a pitch. You read fast out of the hand.
So 2 outs here. We got Nick Castellanos, another guy that's an automatic out for the team. Really has not been. It's been very unreliable for this team. And the first pitch to Castellanos, that's chopped. And that's going to be a base hit. So, wow, fine. So Stubbs is going to score. Well, shockingly, you can actually hit the fucking baseball, dingus. Jesus Christ. I guess criticize shit kind of really does work, apparently. So, thank you. Yeah, I mean, it looks like just when they're playing, even though the Rogers all well, I think if for the dirt is turf, except for the dirt is actually some actual dirt. I just feel like the turf really actually picked up some speed on that. Plus, we got to think too, like how much water they actually watered down the dirt before games. So now we got Derek Hall with 2 outs for the first and the first pitch, and puts a good swing on it, but that's a foul ball. And then he lets they go for ball 1 counts, even a ball in the strike.
It really wasn't about Carlos Rodon deserves to be on the All-Star team, but I think it also puts Zach in line to possibly be maybe the next one, or 2 to be added, which is a good thing. Josh Hader has a family.
Yeah, so Castellanos apparent draws a fake throw from Barrios.
Rodon's had an excellent year, 8 wins, same as Zach. Better ERA, more strikeouts, so he deserved to be on it even.
He showed the 8 people. Greatly appreciate you guys for tuning in.
He's given a chance.
And he won't pitch the Hall. That's swung on a miss for strike 2. Of course, nobody can get just let the high pitches go. You're not going to catch with Barrios, who has some good off. Not going to catch up to it. Just bunt. Well, then again, it's 2 strikes. Shit. I was about to say, man, if it's less than 2 strikes, bunt it. But that so apparently finally leaves that one up. All 2 counts. Yes, 2 and 2. He's got to learn how to stay back. All right. And that's swing and a miss, strike 3. Come on now. That should have been ball 3. So the inning comes to a close, but Nick Castellanos somehow wants to fucking finally want to wake up. And to the bottom of the 5th we go. Game tied at 3. There we go. Oh boy, but shit. I guess trash talking Nick Castellanos really does help, apparently. But damn, man. That's ridiculous. All right. But I'll be right back because I got to take a quick back. All right. All right. Okay. So the bottom of the go. Okay. Oh, God help us all. Familia is now in the game. This is why having a fucking bullpen game is the worst. It's the worst for us. And the first pitch missed the bit inside for ball 1. So that's an okay. So can't be missing like fit inside the fucking strike zone. So can't be. I mean, it's not a bad, but shit. The 1-0 pitch. That's in there at strike 1. So
43 for Bell. Yeah, strikes.
So 1 ball to Danny Jansen, and then the top of the order goes to the Jays. And the 1-1 pitch. And that's popped out of play. Oof. Not the pitch I would want to have that slider. But shit. By the way, you're right ahead in the count of ball and strike. So, but yeah, that's going to be tough.
Jansen lined out to left center field to
All right.
his first time up.
All right, so count right here from Miller. And the pitch. Nice stop by Stott. And that's going to be an infield single for Danny Jansen. Damn it. Fuck. So let's see. Oh, he's out. Yeah, look like he's out half a step.
He is definitely out.
First motion moves you out of Rob Thompson.
So apparently,
That's crazy. 10 seconds. You decide whether you're going to get it.
That is fast. 10 seconds.
Well, some umpires enforce it, some do not.
that's bullshit, man. So apparently, that's going to go down on those as a base hit, but. And that misses for ball one.
To make up for the mistakes of the umpire.
To make sure the play is correct.
Oh, man. Y'all got it, man. I think LB needs to learn to increase the time before you can take a challenge. At least like 20 seconds or something like that.
We have the replay to make sure that the right plays are being called. Overturned. There's no reason for it.
Yeah, when I talked to Bill Miller earlier this year, he said that Major League Baseball reminded the umpires that it's 10 seconds. It cannot go past it, and they're being monitored for it. Now, whether there was some kind of reminder that was put out, I don't know.
That's crazy.
If Alfonso Marquez
And the 1-0 pitch, that's a called strike at 9.
I was
So it's good location for that strike at 95.
It that these, however many fans are here right now are not here to see the guys in the four black shirts.
And that's chopped on the ground. Wow. Ooh, that's. It looks like.
a Springer.
Take it. All right. Well, if it counts to no ball and 2 strikes, if we can get a double play here, we can make up for that. Or at least be made up for the bullshit. And miss strike 3. Or I think I should take the strike out of stringer. So here, and we got Lobish. He is 1 for 1 with a single and a walk, and it's the last plate appearance. That's just a good pitch. Oh, man. So Bichette 1 for 1 with the single, walked his first, and also with the run scored on Drew. And the first pitch to Bichette. And talk about double play. There it is. Well, the ending is with the field. So easy 1, 2, 3 go. Easy ending. God, Familia is a tech way to fucking happen. Holy crap. Just let somebody else work the next inning. Damn. That. You piece of bitch. So now we're going to the top of the 6th. Still game tied, still at 3. Boom, boom. There we go. Appreciate everybody that's been tuning in, though. Still holding, not too shabby at all. Here's 7 total people, though. Great. For those who are just tuning in. Yes, for those who are just tuning in, the game ties at 3. Because I don't know if it weren't for that, and Phillies really took advantage. Obviously, that error that like the drop third strike off of or make the Blue Jays pick, because Danny Jansen really lackadaisical with the throw. All right, so let's read the top of the 6th here.
Was selected second straight off game. Foul to the box each time and damage. The start of Judy has done that. Shortball after Shortball has left his bat finish the last homestand with 16 homers and 33 runs batted in.
Appreciate everybody in tonight. All right, so we're going to a second All-Star game. All right.
He's heading to the Midsummer Classic, and that's why he's the Philly of the Week. And it's brought to you by Independence Blue Cross. Well, back here in Toronto, as the Phillies are tied up at 3. Blue Jays.
And we got Didi. Also got Didi Gregorius, Bryson Stott, and Matt Vierling, the scheduled hitters for the Phillies in the first pitch. And that's a good pitch. Whoa, fouled the other way for strike one. Now it's good to see Rob Thompson have his family here. And the 0-1 pitch. That's Guerrero makes the play for out number one. So 3 unassisted on the play. 1 away here in the top of the 6th.
6 of 8 batters reached. 5 of 8 with 3 runs scored. Hitters 1 through 5 are now 1 for 15, but 10 strikeouts. We talked about the bottom line of getting it done. They're getting it done.
Yeah, I think that's the truth. Because the top of the order is absolute garbage at the moment throughout this entire game. As they said, 1 for 15 with 10 strikeouts. And the first pitch, and Stott takes the first pitch on the outside corner for the call, strike one. After tying it up with the solo shot, tied it 2.
This is pretty incredible, though, to think about it. We alluded to it before. Rob being the first Canadian.
And 0-1 pitch. That's on the outside corner. And once again, dude, you got to learn how to take it the other way.
There have been 2 other managers who have managed in the big leagues, but not in Canada. Not managing a game in Canada. One of them was George Gibson of London, Ontario. The other was Arthur Irwin of Toronto, Ontario.
And the 0-2 pitch. Misses outside for ball 1. So 1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's been around in about 60 years. Arthur Irwin managed the Nationals 89, 89, Red 91.
2 pitch. Swing and a miss for 3. That is strike 12 for Barrios. God damn. I got to stop leaving the guy leeches in the dirt. Go. They got Matt Vierling coming up. We got him at the 6th.
Barrios' 15th pitch of the season with 11 strikeouts or more.
And Vierling is 1 for 2 tonight as well. Takes that and on the inside corner, call strike 1. Like we got to stop,
He's been good, obviously able to a lot of tickets tonight. The Phillies have found a way to ball game all tied up at 3.
And that's fouled back. No balls and 2 strikes. And it looks like we got Tim Mesa. Now we'll warm up the pin for
2 lefties down there in the Blue Jays bullpen.
interesting. So we got some bullpen action for Toronto. That's 13 strikeouts on goddamn Rio. That's crazy. All right, so bottom 6-0, game tied at 3. All right. All right. Unreal, but huge shout out to 7 people here. Great, appreciate that. So right now, about 6 still tied. Because obviously, you know, the Phillies just cannot get going unless they can get into the Blue Jays bullpen. I don't know how bad or good their bullpen truly is. So we're gonna have to wait and see if that's gonna be the case. But yeah. So I'm pretty sure we might have a pitching change for the Phil. But we're gonna have to see it's the case. All right. Looks like Barrios might be by the looks. So it looks like that Barrios might be done. So we're gonna have to see.
13 strikeouts for Barrios that ties his career high. We're just thinking by the reaction that 94 pitches might be it for him, unless they were congratulating him on.
Of course, we still got Familia still in here. God help us all. We got Guerrero, Alejandro Kirk, and Teoscar Hernandez scheduled hitters here in the bottom of the sixth against Jeurys Familia. And the pitch to Guerrero. That's a bit low for ball one.
1 ball, no strikes. Yep, Pete Walker coming over the pitching coach again.
All right.
Just to clean up that replay. Play. 1 ball, no strikes. I know we have this.
And here comes the one pitch from Familia to Guerrero. That's on the outside corner. Good looking sinker at 95 to catch the court for strike one. So 1 ball, 1 strike. And the 1-1 pitch that misses down low for ball 2. So 2-1 to Vlad Guerrero Jr.
Starts as soon as the play is over. So Alfonso Marquez is looking at that clock. But usually says, yeah, I needed to say that. Well, that didn't happen. They're running the clock. They were over more than the 22nd.
And the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Couldn't look at 96. So 2 counts down on Guerrero. Also 2 strikes here. But still, man, like you gotta. All right. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Second strikeout for Familia.
2 strikeouts. A hat trick for Vlad.
So Vlad Guerrero Jr. has a hat trick of strikeouts. So those who don't talk about has 3 strikeouts per game. 4 is sombrero. Yeah, just like he's just holding his head out though. That's the. Now we got Alejandro Kirk here. He's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts.
Played Seattle earlier this year, not labor, but it was admitted the next day that the clock operator pressed the button too soon.
And takes that for a call strike 1. So no balls on the strike. Alejandro Kirk, the first All-Star for.
Watching our telecast would have thought on that play that there should have been a little bit of latitude. There was more reminder.
The pitch. That's on the outside corner for a call 2. I didn't mean to do that. So no balls and 2 strikes to Alejandro Kirk, who is for 2 with 2 strikes. A good pick. And here comes 2 pitch and the pitch. And that's going to be a base hit for Alejandro Kirk. God. Okay. So we got Teoscar Hernandez now coming up with Kirk reaching first with the single. It's got. If I'm the fucking Bobby Derrickson, I just told him to start shifting where those balls were getting hit. Because if he was there, I would definitely think he had a play on to get Kirk. Now, another opportunity for another double play. That remains to be seen, but I do think we can get the Phillies could definitely produce another double play right here. So it looks like that's how they're set up. And the first pitch to Hernandez. That's there. Oh, you got to be kidding me. So 1 ball, no strike. So yeah, this is why it's, some of these umpires got to start having strike zones. So now we still got a 1-0 count, and 7-0-1 on Teoscar Hernandez. And the 1-0 pitch. That's in there for the called strike 2 or strike 1. Let's be real, should have been strike 2, but you kind of get the point. Double play here, and at least try to get, like I said, get into the pen, Toronto, because we got to start scoring some runs here. Because the fact that you have guys like JT doesn't want to, let's be real, acting selfish. Swing and a miss, strike 2 at 96. Hey, look, if you can put a sinker right there above his hands, and if you can swing at it, then fine. Because the thing is, look, and I know Mets fans say has warned us about Familia. Familia has some stuff, though. But he's got, once he's not erratic, his stuff can be devastating. So he's already had an account of ball and 2 strikes on Teoscar Hernandez. He is 1 for 2. Although he has accounted for 2 of the 3 runs for the Toronto Blue Jays. And we got time called here with the Alejandro Kirk on first base. Okay. Or a strikeout would be nice. So, can't get that electric to go. Not a bad. It's almost like a sold out crowd, and at the Rogers pitch, and that's and Castellanos will play it on the hot, so everybody stays one base. So, well, turf. And this is where I'll say from personal experience. Look, turf is great, but there is a downside to it because it will pick up speed and we'll play. There's going to be a lot of hops to it. So it's just good. That was just a good piece of hit, just muscling out to right. So Cal Collison, the pitching coach, is now coming out, trying to talk things over. Well, it looks like most likely they're going to get somebody up in the pen for the fighting Phils. All right, so we get Knable up going, which has been somewhat better, but just not the kind of guy. That's just me. We got Matt Chat. Right, that's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. coming up for the Toronto base here. In the six with just 1 out. Now, like I said, if we can get a double play here and just limit the damage to 2 hits, I'm fine with that. Fans will be fine with that. And as a current player in the pitcher, and from perspective, can get out that with no damage, so be it. Yeah, I just realized that too. Mr. Gurriel that missed low for ball 1 here though, but still, I mean, that's a little bit too low. I'll just say that much. So, rush scoring position for Gurriel Jr. this season: 286 average, 8 doubles, a home run, 29 RBIs, and has struck out 13 times. That's some good numbers though, but the strikeout is a little bit too high. And the 1-0 pitch. And that's going to be a ground rule double. So ground rule double. So what did I say? I'm sorry, but Thompson, you got to take Familia out. And of course, it's a down. And now we're down 2 to the fucking Blue Jays. God damn. And again, this is Familia we're talking about here. Thank fucking God. on goddamn real. So who? Now I should go on. Of course, not you fucking starters to rely on really fucking hurts us. I swear to God. But what it is, fuck this shit. We only have him for about a year, so hopefully this season gets. Because I want someone else to come in. He can ruin their game out loud. That's what I will care about. Oh boy. Oh really? Wait a minute. Okay, I want to make sure this is right because well. Let's see what happens here. So, well, I'll fix this. All right. So, close to me, which can be the guy. Dude. All right, so Lisa's. Boom. All right. Cable's going to be the next guy coming in.
Taking the lead in Pregame, a new pitcher for the Phillies. As he gets on for Familia. There's plenty of field in.
Now, Corey Cable will come in to pitch for the Phils. Rivera's on second and third with less than 2 here.
He's got a couple of inheritance he has to deal with.
It's been pretty good, unless fucking Familia blowing the goddamn game up. I will say, though, I'll give a lot of props to Barrios, though. Another guy that was on my wish list for the Phillies to grab, but unfortunately that was not the case because know how this organization cannot go after guys that they really desperately need. But we go after guys that are so fucking washed, like Cable and goddamn Familia. It's ridiculous. I'll say that I'll give a lot of props, though. And the no pitch. That's there at the knees for strike one. So 1 ball and 1 strike to Matt Chapman so far here in the bottom of the 6th. After Familia leads the pitch up to Gurriel Jr. and it's a ground roll double. Wheeler had pretty good, but unfortunately got snubbed in the All-Star game. But that misses up upstairs. 2 and 1 to Matt Chapman.
He's a punch out right here.
Yeah. And it's a pitch. That's chopped foul. And look, sitting on the fastball and hit him with a curveball, and I'll be fine with it. So now 2 and 2. And this is why nowadays I hate relievers that only such a 2-pitch mix. Because if you have more, let's say like 3 or 4 pitches to work with, you get for strikes, and 1 pitch working, you have 3 more to use. Something like Neil's got to learn how to throw another pitch. That misses 3-2. And then we got Santiago Espinal on deck for the Blue Jays. So 3 and 2 here. On 6. And the pitch. That's Bolfer. That chorus. Fucking hell. Now I got Santiago and Espinal coming up with bases loaded and 1 out here in the fucking bottom of the 6th. Nothing goes right for us. And well, this is the flip talking about here. Nothing ever goes right for this fucking franchise. This is why we've been stuck in mediocrity since after 2012. Let's put it that way. So 1 for 2 for Santiago Espinal. So looks like he gets a double play depth here. And the first pitch to it. And that's popped foul. So now no balls on the strike to Espinal. Good lord. God, my itches. So 267 average with the bases loaded, 15 at bats, no grand slams. All right. One pitch. Like, dude. I swear, like, I'm sorry, but I would just go one back with another fastball right there. I am sorry. I'm sorry, but going curveball second pitch in this at bat to Espinal, it might be a different idea of how they want about it, but still not the best idea. I would have taken it. That's just from a pitching perspective. Going to be strike twos are going to be a long one for Castellanos, but Castellanos is fucking slow. God damn. A huge shout out to you coming in though. Greatly appreciate it. I don't know. Oh, Frankie. So one in Espinal. Come on. Can we get a double play here? Just get out of this and we're just giving up one run. That's popped up. And Stott plus everybody up. Or take a pop up. Whatever works. So that's 2 outs out here at the bottom of the 6th. It's like if I can get out this inning with that one run. Now I've got Danny coming up. And he is 1 for 2. Single back in the 5th. I'll say that much. But yeah, Wheeler is another. I thought it deserves to be another All-Star because of the kind of year he was having. But knowing how the fan voting is, like no way shows love for him because he. Okay, that misses in the dirt for ball 1. So, like I said, Wheeler really doesn't get any much love other than last year being a star. But being playing for the Phillies doesn't really get you anything. Well, that's just me. And just how it goes to Phillies. No love to any of some of our stars. That's the workhorses too. 1-0 pitch. And that's a broke. He picked up. Okay. So Knable, you know what? As much shit on Knable, but man, did he really pick up Familia in that inning. Despite the fact that giving ground rule double, but yeah, well, top 6 we go. Or top 7, my apologies. I cannot do. Well, top 7 we go. With the Phillies down 1 to the Toronto Blue Jays. Like I said, Familia has not. Let's be real. The guys we got to start heavily rely on when we have bullpen games because. See, that's where I would say that would have been a lot different for me. I would have went with Jose Alvarado. Alvarado has been on a decent streak as a recent. In my honest opinion. Despite the fact I've been very critical of Jose Alvarado. Familia, the dude's very very inconsistent as fucking hell, as I would definitely put it, because let's be real. And the same with Knable. Knable actually did a good job in let's be real, limiting the damage of the what do you call it? Just giving up. Well, obviously, Familia giving them that one run, but it is what it is, though. But overall, I thought it was not a inning, but shit worse than it could have possibly been. So, but I appreciate tuning in. 9 from YouTube, 1 from Facebook, 1 from my Twitch. Greatly appreciate it as well. For those who are just coming in. All right. So Stott for 3 with 2 runs scored. Yeah, it's constant back and forth.
Strikeouts. He is out of the ball game, but Gurriel is still in 3 hits.
Yeah, this is a big one for the Phillies, and the fact that it comes into the fence. Because Hernandez was scored easily, see right behind fell under a curve.
But yeah.
Now that's the one run. But he's been really good.
So let's see who does the Mazza.
glad to see Bruce out of it.
Yeah.
So now we got Tyler Mason will come in to pitch for Toronto. And now we got Odubel now leading off. God, not the best guy. So we got Herrera, Stubbs, and the top of the order for the Phillies here in the top of the seventh. So lefty on lefty in the first pitch. That's a funky. So Tim misses outside for ball. A 2-0 record with an ERA 3.04 with 20 strikeouts to 8 walks. But righties are hitting 327 off of him. And that misses for ball 2. So 2-0. So Odubel is 1 for 2 with an RBI single back to second. And the 2-0 pitch. That's shot foul. So 2-1 on Herrera. Jordan Romano, another guy that it's, and of course Yimi Garcia. Oh yeah, absolutely. And apparently that's fouled off again. So two balls, 2-2. Okay, so we got Alvarez, our lefty, coming up, which could have been here, not having Familia in at the game. Let's put it that way. So counts tossing 2 strikes on Odubel Herrera against lefty Meza. And the 2-2 pitch once more. That's off the hands. So and again, gets beat by about a step or two. He got him. Okay. So apparently looks like a Guerrero. Oh, okay. So Phillies going to challenge the call because it looks like they say that Guerrero's foot was not on the bag. Well, what do you got to lose? We'll see. We'll see everything goes right now.
I don't think there's enough saying that he's not on the bag or not. Right. Odds powered by PointsBet. The opening odds for Phillies to win plus 160. Now plus 190. It's only a one-run game.
All right, cool.
Here we go.
Yep. Ah. You can see first baseman. I would just have my foot on the bag, not off the. So now we got Garrett Stubbs. He's 1 for 2 today. And so has a stolen base in the well. And of course. If it close, that's outside the strikes, fucking strike. So it is what it fucking is, man. Fuck. And the 0-1 pitch. That misses down low for ball 1. And the 1-1 pitch. That's tapped on the ground to Guerrero, and that's out number 2. Fuck. Of course. Of course. Because the Phillies blow this opportunity. And we got to start making goddamn, like I said, we got to start moves at the because some of these guys are fucking making up for this with this team. And one of them that is going to be Familia. Definitely need to move on from him. So Schwarber's already 0 for 3. First pitch to Schwarber misses outside for ball 1 at 93.
And he's the only one ever from Pregame in high school to make the big leagues.
Out of the 7 total people, though, only 1-0 pitch, and that's chopped foul. So a ball in the straight to Schwarber. So Schwarber, Pujols, Pete Alonso, Ronald Acuna Jr., and Soto are the confirmed participants in the that skips in there for ball 2, so 2-1 to Kyle Schwarber. Like I said, the confirmed participants in the home run derby.
Ball right side. Espinal.
Nice ball makes the play. And the Phillies still suck. So we're at this point in the game where, what the fuck? So bottom 7 we go. Phillies still down 4-3. And we got Alvarado. And he'll be the next guy. Hopefully. Because they're out 4-1 over the Dodgers. That's not what I want to fucking see. It's below average as the fucking St. Louis Cardinals. In a week. Let's be real. The NL Central weak division in the National League. Yeah.
Show and tell us what do you have here? 5 strikeouts. I've got more 13 of them. 13 strikeouts. That's a lot. These strikeouts, they've got 3 runs. They're still here. Well, with a depleted lineup and a bullpen. Yeah, you know what? They're hanging in there. They're free ways to the game, but they big base hit here late in the game.
Well, no shit, sure. That fucking goddamn GT was so goddamn selfish for the goddamn team. We wouldn't be in this goddamn. But then again,
I guess all the questions about his mechanics may have been answered a little bit tonight.
He was pretty good. He was able to spin the baseball very well. His changeup was good, and his fastball was explosive. So tip your cap to him, but the Phillies are still in this one.
Yeah, as Michael said, and Ruben said that within one. Right now, they need a big hit, as the guy said.
well, I fucking hope, because right now we got Jose Alvarado. It's 30 from the 3-1 record.
Toronto. Jose Alvarado, new pitcher for the Bills. John by Cricket. John by Corey. 2/3. No runs, 1 walk. No strikeouts.
So we got George Springer now leading off the bottom of the second. This is for ball one.
Little low with the first pitch.
On the middle.
Nasty. Low one strike.
One ball and 1-2, George Springer.
It's unbelievable.
Yes, they have these little dirt foot. They make a whistling sound. You throw them there. So they'll run patterns, and they'll throw them. So that's how they get the conditioning in. I looked out there. I'm like, oh, that guy really threw a ball. But that's like Jose Alvarado. But he threw it right-handed. Yeah, he threw all his misses right-handed.
And that's top coming ground to short. Didi had it. And missed the play for out number one.
As athletic as you can imagine, I said he came in. I said right-handed. He goes, yeah, growing up, I threw it with arms. I mean, he was throwing from dead center field all the way to the foul pole in right field with his opposite arm. Perfect spiral. It was incredible.
Yeah, small football not.
And I got Bo Bichette.
The motion itself was as fluid as
No, he is 1 for 2 with walks, and he singled in his first at bat.
There's Bo Bichette, who's 1 for 2, get a run.
That's chopped foul. So 1 for 2 against Alvarado with a walk. It's very short sample size. Bichette. All right, counts no ball and the strike to here. And the 0-1 pitch. Missed a bit inside for ball one, so 96. That's a little bit of a low velocity for Alvarado, but I mean, still fast enough to where I think he can blow by people, but it's not the typical 100, 101 that we're usually accustomed to seeing. And the 1-1 pitch. And this is ball 2.
2 balls and strike.
Oh, God. The 2-1 such chop foul. So 2 balls and 2 strikes on Bichette. And swing and miss, strike 3 at 101. There it is. There's 101 we were noticing. And then just, like I said, blow a fastball right by him. They're not going to catch up to it. So that's 2 outs here.
this just comes out of his hands so hot.
That's a good release point and a good follow through.
Pretty big swing with 3 strikes on you.
And that's the problem at times, I feel like, with Alvarado. I think whatever was said or what was done in the minor leagues, I think it's just probably that follow through in his mechanics. I'm not going to say anything, but I do feel like his mechanics were kind of tweaked a little bit to actually let him to finish the follow through. And that's a long foul ball for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. So that's no ball and strike there. Hey, look, if you start him out with 1 mile fastball, then hit him, cut it, that's at 94. That's disgusting. That's all I gotta say. But you have to send out the. Then again, they probably nowadays you see people swing with 34-inch bat. That misses. Now 0 for 1 at 101. That time he just overthrew a little bit. So no ball. So ball in the strike to and the pitch. That misses aside for ball 2, 2-1 to Vladimir Guerrero Jr. So for Guerrero Jr. hit 265 and 19 homers, 50 guys, but last season hit 302 with 28 homers, 3 ribbies. Somewhat a bit of a drop off for Guerrero. And that's popped up behind first base in the foul territory. And Hawkins got to make the catch, man.
This guy with a second chance.
And the 2-2 pitch. That's in the dirt for ball 3.
But it's fearful best pitch like that. Most hit will run up. Bring it to.
So we got 3 here. And the 3-2 pitch. That's top of the ground to be set. Not fucking real from this team. Well, it looks like the way this everything's going, if we to continue to shed, that's going to be another books. A fucking postseason baseball until somebody fucking does something for this team. Huh. Not fucking real. This is the reason why, for those who are new around, there's a lot more non-Philly streams because of that. The first, that's on the instant recall strike 1 out of 100. Oof.
Spot right in the bottom of the zone.
Out of the 8 people though, great. So no balls on the strike to Alejandro Kirky is 1 for 3.
I'd say.
And the pitch. Chopped on the ground. That's another base hit. Can we fucking lay out on a goddamn play? Like son of a bitch. God damn.
Blue Jays now with a baker's dozen hits.
Son of a bitch. And again. So now that's Yesker Hernandez. He is 2 for 3.
Well, they were testing it today. The guy apologized. We were in the dugout. Really loud.
So 2 for 4 scoring position compared to the 3-8 for the Toronto Blue Jays. Damn. First pitch to Hernandez. It's in there at 100 miles an hour for strike 1. Ooh, inside corner for strike 2 at 100.
Simply got them jumping on it in some ways.
And that misses been inside for ball 1 and 100. Not a bad idea, though. And it's inside at 101 for ball 2. So counts balls 2 strike. And the pitch. Swing and miss, strike 3. All right, top of the 8th we go. Still down 1. So we're getting out ahead. We're scored and out ahead by the fucking Blue Jays. A team that's, let's be real, is average at best. But when they're winning, like having a winning streak, yeah, I mean, it's just, it is what it is. Oh, damn. Unbelievable. I'm definitely going to make it at some point later in the day, or probably either tomorrow before the Padres and Rockies game. Because it just feels like to me, JT. Let's be real. Like if I'm if I'm Dombrowski, and if I'm like the front office, I'm seeing how selfish JT really is. Just release him from his contract. It's that simple. Because look, even though he's not having a good year, but man, like, dude, you gotta man up and actually try to support the team. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if, internally, I know some of his teammates probably are kind of be pissed at him because of that. That's just me, because I've dealt with players, I've had teams like that, just super fucking selfish and didn't want to fucking how to support the team. So that's where I stand on GT. Castellanos at this point can get moved at the big deadline, because we're paying this guy $100 million contract for the next 5 years, and obviously not and basically shit in the bed in his first year as a Phil. So that's something needs to change. Something needs to give.
You're not going to find a better play than this one. George Springer going. Direct ground. Good closing. Over his head. That right center field wall. That is a heck of a play. Barrios loves it. That's what he should. On White Lake. That is your Hyundai defensive play the game. Sorry, local Hyundai deal.
So we got Garcia now in for the Toronto Blue Jays.
Tim Mason. Scoreless inning. Nice job hitting lefty.
That's in there for the call strike to Hoskins. At this point, stop taking first pitches and swing.
Springer comes into play center field. Springer is now over to right field.
God damn, it's like that misses 1. Yeah. G-A-R-C-I-A. There we go. Another 1-1 pitch. That's outside for ball 2. So 2-1. Reese Hoskins. And the pitch. Outside 3-1. So Hoskins already 0 for 3.
Right here.
The 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Unbelievable from this team. And the 3-1 pitch.
Fly ball right center field.
And it looks like Zimmer has room. Makes the catch for out number 1. And we don't even deserve the postseason baseball in Philly. Nothing fucking changes with this team. Nothing really does. And of course, we get the at this point. Just get because obviously that got Castellanos 1 for 3. Finally, able to fucking get a hit. Son of a bitch, man. Hey, what's good, Butterfly? Appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate everybody tuning in. And to see my fucking Phillies completely shit the bed while the Cardinals are beating the Dodgers. And Castellanos, surprised he took a check swing at that, but that's for ball 1. And the pitch misses outside for ball 2. 2-0 Castellanos. The guy isn't out on this game. I'm sorry. This team just can't. No one else wants to handicap. Dombrowski be fucking other move. It is. And and Castellanos it off for strike 1. Nope, not that. Yeah, of course, 283 average, 7 double homers, 12 RBIs. Fucking strikeout. That Bringer makes the catch for out number 2.
Single by Castellanos in the 5th. 2 hits in that 5th.
Yeah, for the call, strike 1 to Derek Hall. Ah. And the 0-1 pitch. Got to leave those high fastballs alone. Like, give it a rest. And that's still going to be a strike.
And then reattach it to his right shoe.
That's fouled off for say 1 and 2.
Says he takes it off his right kneecap. A little black box there.
And the 1 pitch that misses upstairs. Ball 2. Like I said, absolutely. Now say 3 and 2 count on Derek Hall. That's a high fly to right center. And Zimmer has it for out number 3. So another boom fucking inning from this goddamn fucking franchise. Again, nothing fucking changes with this team. Nothing. So bottom 8 we go. Still a 1-run game. Nothing fucking changed. Like I said, here's to another year of fuck. Fucking real. It completely fucked from this team. It is what it fucking is with this goddamn team. Like I said, we never fucking do right with goddamn bullpen games. Not to mention, too, like I said, JT being fucking selfish. I'm fucking real from this goddamn franchise. Like I said. And the fucking like I said, JT is too fucking selfish to realize, yeah, the dude's a fucking bum as it is. Like, literally, you have to be so fucking selfish and not support the fucking team. And this is where it fucking bites us in the ass.
3 strikeouts, 1 walk.
That's in there for the close to Kelly. That's an interesting.
Zach Wheeler will be on the Phillies. DJ still decided will be.
So I got Kelly on the mound, apparently. All right, let's see how he does.
I doubt it's going to be Kevin Gausman. That's who was supposed to start tonight, and Barrios was supposed to start.
That's why I missed strike 2.
An ankle injury.
That's why we're talking on the way over. He couldn't go today. Next week he go.
I would agree with that.
Unbelievable. Like I said, it's unbelievable to lose it to a team that's above average like the Blue Jays.
1-2.
The count's not ball and 2 strikes, apparently.
Really trust your eyeballs in this game.
Back toward the middle.
And that's
4 hits. Son has no chance.
and that's 4 hits for fucking goddamn Gurriel Jr. Well, like I said, another year in the fucking books for the Phillies. 11 fucking the shit. Way goddamn long. Not goddamn real. I'm fucking real. And the first pitch in the Chapman is in there for the call strike 1. And the 0-1 pitch. Missing the dirt. Wall 1. Did we forget the strikes again? Like, Christ. That's swung and a miss. 2.
He was late on that slider. See Romano getting loose.
And of course, Romano, 1 minute of the 10 for the Blue Jays. And that misses for ball 2, apparently. And 2 pitch. Way to miss. 1 for 3 goes Matt Chapman. He's 6, though. Just
Apparently Rob Thompson looking the matchups for Kelly's slider against these Lithiums.
well, thank God they're just in the Eagles watch section because they can't fucking do absolutely jack shit anymore. That's foul ball 2 from Santiago Espinal. Pretty good player. Also a pretty good card to have in the sports baseball if we don't play that. And the 0-1 pitch misses outside for ball 1.
First 4-hit game of the season, 5th of his career.
And the 1-1 pitch. That's in there for the call strike 2.
Fans reacting because Stubbs was set up outside. Espinal bounced away, but the pitch did find the plate.
Really?
Ground right. 1-2. Fouled off.
And that's a foul once again. And the 1-2 pitch. Caught, and that's a double. And if you're a hitter and doing that, look, and that's very unfortunate, but last chance for the Phils, I don't think that's gonna happen. It's what it is with this fucking team. Nothing really changes, and the Phillies should not get anything going. And obviously, with the Cardinals already beating up the Dodgers 6-3, so it's like we're going to be knocked out of the wild card spot because we're fucking ineptitude, and obviously our players don't want to fucking do shit to help. Bruh, you can't say anything. Sorry, dude. You're getting. Well, dude, you're getting timed out, so you're going to be taking. And that's the thing, too. If you're going to fucking shit on Philadelphia, you got some room to talk for baseball. And for those who are Blue Jays fans, y'all haven't won anything since 1993. I hope so, Chase, because this is fucking frustrating. It really fucking is. Nothing changes with this team. How do you spell Romano? There it is. Got it. A-N-O. Shit. Nothing fucking changes. Like I said. It's gonna get to the point where, like, you're gonna be a Blue Jays fan and shit on Philadelphia. Like, y'all Blue Jays have not won anything since 1993. So that's what, and the fact that, hell, even your Raptors are over fucking rated too. And let's keep it real here. I'll say that much. But I know there's some realistic Blue Jays fans out there, and this is where at times sports fans can really misconstrue a lot of things. Now, I see Blue Jays fans. Yeah, there's a huge group. There's always that one bunch that represents everybody. Exactly, that's what I'm saying, Chase. But then again, knowing how some salty Toronto fans are, that's how they are. Hey, think about it. I mean, you had fucking them try to call for Joel Embiid's head. Think about that last season. They're gonna say, "Oh, he stepped on Scotty Barnes' ankle." And not to mention this too. If you have not played sports, then you had no fucking right to talk. Plain and simple. Nobody cares. So now we got Jordan Romano now on to pitch for the. Who's Romano? I guess not. That's in there at strike one to Didi Gregor. So, of course. Jordan Romano so far, 32nd game of the year, 18 of 21 to see opportunities, at ERA of 2.61. So, both righties don't hit well off of him. So, yeah, appreciate it, man. And that's fouled off for strike two. So 0 for 3. Phillies just completely shit the bed against the Blue Jays. And again, it's no surprise. This team is nothing to show for it. And the 0-2 pitch. And that's a sense. Wow, shot, of course, from deep. Finally can hit. And now got Bryson Stott. Obviously accounted for the first home run for the Phillies. For the goddamn game. Pretty much tied the game in 2. Basically, in other words, the bullpen has not helped us. And this is where we are score-wise. So, recap-wise, last inning, Phillies can't get any fucking hits. Familiar with when he came, gave up a run. Yep, pretty much. That's put in just 2 words. We fucking sold it. And that's a lineup to center to Bradley Zimmer. Of course. No surprise there. Well, this is what we get for being fucking Phillies fans. And Blue Jays, y'all can't say the same thing because think about it, because y'all beat my 1993 Phillies, who at the time had a better team than the goddamn Blue Jays. Because if it weren't for Mitch Williams blowing that game, we could have beaten the Blue Jays. Plain and simple for our third World Series in franchise history. Let's put it that way. So apparently there for the cold strike to Jordan Romano. Here's out of the 9, 10 total coming in though. Greatly appreciate that. And the 0-1 pitch. That's chopped. Foul. Down the count. No balls and strikes to Veerling. Yeah, Veerling has good number 2 strikes. So he's already 1-2. And this is his third at bat in the ball game. 2-run shot would be nice here, just to shut the Blue Jays. Yeah, ain't the truth. But then again, knowing how bullpen is, I mean, Alvaro actually pitched pretty well. Actually had a pretty solid inning. The fact we and also not to mention this too, that misses outside for ball 1. Not to mention too, and like I said, I'm going to do a video just really definitely. I mean, JT has a lot to really be blamed for. Of his incompetency of not wanting to get the shot, and actually he'll be there to support the team. Because in my eyes, if that's going to be the case, if I were the front office executive seeing that shit, I say just release him from his contract. playing it goddamn simple. Hell, even subs have had a much better game than JT. And that's foul. Okay, good. I could just put a little on it. Huge shout out them. Still tend to stick with me though. So 1 and 2, one out of here, one on first with Matt Vierling, who has actually had a pretty decent game today. Only 1 for 2. And the 1-2 pitch. That's fouled. Hey, a piece of hitting though. Or a piece just to stay. It's been a while since you've been in here, Chase. Really appreciate to see you. And now you got Matt Vierling up. He's 1 for 2. Wait, no, Adrian, you got Vierling. And that's a strikeout. So 2 outs here. So 2 outs there. So Matt Vierling strikes out, and we got the top of the order right now. Hopefully 2-1. Now, Corey, we got a fucking Herrera. This is not the guy I want up the plate right now. Nothing fucking changes. So.
He signaled today. He's got an RBI. He's also grounded out twice.
That's in there for the call strike at the knees. Like I said, I don't know what Kevin Long is saying to these guys, but man, they're taking hittable pitches right down the fucking middle. Like that's this problem as a player. Seeing this shit, it's really fucking annoying. Because not being strike 2, another a final strike. Yeah, because this team has been so incompetent enough to fucking fold it before the fucking All-Star break. Are you fucking kidding me? That's unreal. That's a foul, man. Odubel, you got lucky on that foul ball right there.
I don't know if he would have scored, but it would have been nice to see if there was a decision for Dusty.
I think he would have been aired on the side of me.
Now I will say, every time when Wheeler pitches, find a way to win games, either under Nola, but then again, sometimes we hold under if Nola starts. When it comes to our who we'll start tomorrow. I'm not doing the game no more. I'm not. And Zimmer makes the catch. Just fucking blew it. Honestly, not so shocking because knowing how the Phillies how to be a pain in the fucking ass and not score fucking runs for this team. Not to mention too, like I said, I'll repeat this. So the Phillies dropped game 1, and let's take. And obviously, that's pretty much out of the wild card for us, I guess, by the looks of it. Nothing fucking changes. Now, what needs to be made at this point, our GM ain't fucking not doing anything to help us. Milton is a fucking. It doesn't really give a fuck about us. I know that for a goddamn fact. Well, yeah, so the drop. Yeah, Adrian, but that's just the reason why I don't do Phillies as much as I used to. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean, you have not seen my other upcoming streams. I mean, I got the Yankees and Orioles. I got the Rays and Orioles. Actually, while I get a chance, stop sharing that. Let's kind of bear with me. I'm just right now working on my other computer. I'm having my other stuff on my computer as it stands. But huge shout out to 10 still sticking with me. But yeah, there was one time when I streamed the Phillies game and I actually won a game. That's a rarity nowadays. But then again, knowing how the Phillies are, it's fucking disappointing. But other than that, like tomorrow, 8:40 Eastern time, 5 o'clock on the West, I will be live for the Padres and Rockies. Then Thursday, I got the Houston Astros and Angels. Then I get the Dodgers and Angels on Saturday. Then the Texas and Miami game on Thursday, the 21st. And then 10 o'clock, I will be back for more WNBA action between the Indiana Fever taking on my Las Vegas Aces. Then the 22nd, Friday, 7:05, I'll be live for the Yankees and Baltimore Orioles game. Then Saturday, 23rd, once again, another WNBA game between the Los Angeles Sparks and the Aces. Try to go for the season series against the Sparks. 26th, this is for Liam, who is one of my other mods on the channel. I'm doing his Pittsburgh Pirates taking on the Cubs, and then, like I said, I got the Rays. But then again, and then the Rays and Orioles, and then might supposed to get rid of these Phillies and Marlins games because I don't want to fucking do them. Because let's keep it a buck here. I'd rather do something else than waste my time watching a team like the Phillies completely fold to a below average. Let's keep it honest. To a team like the Blue Jays they're the most average team in the AL East. But yeah, so that will do it for the Phillies and Blue Jays. So the Phillies drop 4-3, and you can definitely say you can definitely put the blame on JT for this because the fact that JT was way too selfish not getting the fucking vaccine. Well, and this problem in comparison to Matisse, who's the same way, but he's actually and his team, and he was actually being humble about it, and actually his teammates knew about that, and they respected that. Now, if I'm the teammates of JT Realmuto at this point, you got to think, and mentally, you got to be pissed off at JT for not being there, because I always remember by things that availability, your best availability. Well, actually, how's that saying go? No, it's not. No, honestly, no. It's honestly the best policy. That's one saying. Best of it. I don't even know how the saying goes, but when you're not available, you really can't. You deserve to get the hate you get. And I wouldn't be surprised if JT gets all the shit that he gets. It's plain, and I wouldn't be surprised about that. Now, it comes to the wild card as it stands with the Phillies dropping that. Let's kind of go update the standings. No, get out of that game day bullshit. So for the wild card, never mind. St. Louis has overtaken us in the wild card. So, and the other scores as it goes. Let's see. Where is it? So Dodgers are down 2 to Cardinals. So, yeah, that's unfortunate because this is going to be the 11th year without fucking postseason baseball in the city of Philadelphia. Shit. Look, and this is where I will say a little message to those who want to shit on Philadelphia, especially Toronto. Toronto, y'all have not won anything since 1993 in baseball. And let's be real, if you're a Maple Leafs fan, God have mercy on your soul, because that team has just not been that relevant when it comes to. Look, there's other better Canadian teams that's out there. Look, the history books show it. Raptors, like I said, been since 2019. That's the reason you guys won anything. But that's where I will stand, because if you're going to talk shit, whether you're a Mets fan, because there's a lot of time history has not been kind to those who want to talk shit on Philly. Like the Mets, for example, has not won anything since 1986. And the fact that Marlins 2003. That's really crazy to really think. That's really crazy now that we think about that. 2003, the days of early Miguel Cabrera and all that. But yeah, like I said, the Phillies dropped game 1 of the series, but if the Phillies can somehow take game 2, especially with Zach Wheeler on the bump. But like I said, I'm not doing game 2. Doing the Rockies and Padres on my morning show on tomorrow morning. I gotta get that set up as well. Also, if there's any other sports before the Padres and Rockies game at 8:40, I will let you guys know in the community the post. But like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed because I think I might have lost some sanity because of it. Because let's be real, it's like this team just nothing fucking changes. Like Dombrowski's doing what he can, and a lot of times Phillies fans really need to realize that, which I will talk about more on my morning show because that's where I want to kind of take my thoughts into that, which I should have just done that earlier in my Phillies Talk podcast, but I was kind of like trying to get through, some of the trade pieces and whatnot. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy the stream. Hope you guys have a good one tonight. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow for the Padres and Rockies.